hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith is, as Tom Long suggests, already possessing in the present what God has promised in the future. The assurance of things hoped for. God has promised and given us the assurance that the powers of the world that press down and destroy human life will eventually be defeated, and God's promises will be fulfilled, and we will all have better. This is the assurance of things not seen. Behind enemy lines, God is moving in stealth and in disguise.
As a team is getting ready to face its final opponent of the year, and as they sit on the brink of relegation and moving down to the lesser of the leagues with a potential loss, many of the fans and even the players begin to use the phrase, "It's the hope that kills you." I'm not reading into that. Many of them didn't want to hold on to any hope out of fear that in the end, if they lose, it will be so heartbreaking that it would be really hard to come back from. So Coach Lasso makes it abundantly clear to his players that he is no fan of this particular phrase, and he asks them to believe that they can pull off the unthinkable and win, and to dream together that a miracle is possible. Last summer, I asked you to dream with me about our future as a conference. I asked you to join me in bringing your gifts and your wisdom to a time of discernment and visioning that will lead us to whatever God has in store for us next as a conference. While I did not say that it is the hope that kills us, I did say one thing that I still believe to be true today for the Indiana-Kentucky Conference, and it is not only true for us, but it is true for the United Church of Christ, and dare I say, the whole of God's church. I shared that it is not the hope that will kill us, but rather it is our autonomy that will kill us. This is the idea that we have no need for one another, that our lives have no connection, that the very things that have meaning and impact missionally for the sake of the gospel will somehow come by us not working together. Instead, what I suggested is that we are called, and you've heard this word today, but I'm going to say it again, to covenant, to connection, to interdependency, and that our future as God's people will always hinge on our willingness to commit and show up to one another in community.